Nigri Yi Mawanzo Go is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N. In the name of the true begotten Son, Emmanuel, Matthew 1:23, whose name means go with us. In the name of the true motherland, Nigritia, Nigrtia, which means land of the gods. Kunta Kinte Ki Swahili, Tower of Babel, man's first tongue. Amani Kutoko. You peace from above. How you doing? Good to see you. Fuwa. What's happening? Cool. Happy 7th day. The Book of Life. Mark chapter 9. And he said to them, assuredly, I say to you that there are some standing here who will not taste death till they see the kingdom of God present with power. Present with power. Let me say it again, chapter 9. And he said to them, assuredly, I say to you that there are some standing here who will not taste death till they see the kingdom of God present with power. Now, after 6 days, Emmanuel took Peter, James, and John. Excuse me. Now, after 6 days, Emmanuel took Peter, James, and John and led them up on a high mountain apart by themselves, and he was transfigured before them. His clothes became shiny, exceedingly white like snow, such as no launderer on earth can whiten them. And Elijah appeared to them with Moses, and they were talking with Emmanuel. Then Peter answered and said to Emmanuel, brother, teacher, it is good for us to be here, and let us make 3 tabernacles, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. Because he did not know what to say, for they were greatly afraid. And a cloud came and overshadowed them, and a voice came out of the cloud saying, this is my beloved begotten Son. Hear him. Suddenly, when they had looked around, they saw no one anymore, but only Emmanuel with themselves. Now, as they came down from the mountain, he commanded them that they should tell no one the thing they had seen till the Son of Man had risen from the dead. Here we go again. Verse 9, Son of Man, as he proclaims himself, Son of Man, as he proclaims himself. Verse 10, so they kept this word to themselves, questioning what the rising from the dead meant. And they asked him, saying, why do the scribes say that Elijah must come first? Then he answered and told them, indeed, Elijah is coming first and restores all things. And how is it written concerning the Son of Man, that he must suffer many things and be treated with contempt. But I say to you that Elijah has also come, and they did to him whatever they wished, as it is written of him. And when he came to the disciples, he saw a great multitude around them, and scribes disputing with them. Immediately, when they saw him, all the people were greatly amazed, and running to him, greeted him. And he asked the scribes, "What are you discussing with them?" Then one of the crowd answered and said, "Teacher, I brought you my son, who has a mute spirit, and whenever it seizes him, it throws him down. He foams at the mouth, gnashes his teeth, and becomes rigid. So I spoke to your disciples that they should cast it out, but they could not." He answered him and said, "Oh, faithless generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I bear with you? Bring him to me." Then they brought him to him. And when he saw him, immediately the spirit convulsed him, and he fell on the ground and wallowed, foaming at the mouth. So he asked his father, "How long has this been happening to him?" And he said, "From childhood. And often he has thrown him both into the fire and into the water to destroy him. But if you can do anything, have compassion on us and help us." Emmanuel said to him, "If you can believe, all things are possible to him who believes." Immediately, the father of the child cried out and said with tears, "Brother, I believe, help my unbelief." When Emmanuel saw that the people came running together, he rebuked the unclean spirit, saying to it, "Deaf and dumb spirit, I command you, come out of him and enter him no more." Then the spirit cried out, convulsed him greatly, and came out of him. And he became as one dead, so that many said, "He is dead." But Emmanuel took him by the hand and lifted him up, and he arose. And when he had come into the house, his disciples asked him privately, "Why could we not cast it out?" So he said to them, "This kind came out by nothing but prayer and fasting." Then they departed from there and passed through Galilee, and he did not want anyone to know it. For he taught his disciples and said to them, "The Son of Man is being betrayed into the hands of men, and they will kill him. And after he is killed, he will rise the third day." But they did not understand this saying and were afraid to ask him. Then he came to Capernaum, and when he was in the house, he asked him, "What was it you disputed among yourselves on the road?" But they kept silent, for on the road they had disputed among themselves who would be the greatest. And he sat down, called the 12, and said to them, "If anyone desires to be first, he shall be last of all and servant of all." Then he took a little child and set him in the midst of them. And when he had taken him in his arms, he said to them, "Whoever receives one of these little children in my name receives me. And whoever receives me receives not me, but him who sent me." Let me say that again. Mark chapter 9, verse 37. Whoever receives one of these little children in my name, Emmanuel, receives me. And whoever receives me, Emmanuel, receives not me, but him who sent me. goes. Now, Yon answered him, saying, Teacher, we saw someone who does not follow us casting out demons in your name, and we forbade him because he does not follow us. But Emmanuel said, Do not forbid him, for no one who works a miracle in my name can soon afterwards speak evil of me. For he who is not against us is on our side. For whoever gives you a cup of water to drink in my name, because you belong to gold, assuredly, I say to you, he will by no means lose his reward. But whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to stumble, it would be better for him if a millstone were hung around his neck and he were thrown into the sea. If your hand causes you to sin, cut it off. It is better for you to enter into life maimed rather than having two hands to go to jail, into the fire that shall never be quenched, where their worm does not die and the fire is not quenched. And if your foot causes you to sin, cut it off. It is better for you to enter life lame rather than having 2 feet to be cast into Sheol, into the fire that shall never be quenched, where their worm does not die and the fire is not quenched. And if your eye causes you to sin, plug it out. It is better for you to enter the kingdom of gold with one eye rather than having 2 eyes to be cast into Sheol fire, where their worm does not die and the fire is not quenched. For everyone will be seasoned with fire, and every sacrifice will be seasoned with salt. Salt is good, but if the salt loses its flavor, how will you season it? Have salt in yourselves and have peace with one another. Interesting. No, interesting. Mm. He took him up there on the mountain. Wow. Peter, Yames, and Yon. Wow. Those three, he took them up on the mountain and let them speak to God of goals. Because that's what God of goals said. Because you always got to remember the most important thing is God of goals power. Now, this whiteness is purity. His clothes, chapter 9, verse 3, his clothes were became shining, exceedingly white like snow, such as no launderer on earth can whiten them. Yeah. Now this is a different whiteness. Because it says, did you hear what he said? Like snow. Excuse me. Like snow. That is purity. One more time. Not the whiteness of leprosy. No, not the whiteness of leprosy, but the whiteness of snow. One more time. A different story, a different white. Just like he said, which one, where is it? 37. Man, 37. Whoever receives one of these little children in my name receives me. And whoever receives me receives not me, but him who sent me. I keep telling people. I keep telling y'all. John 12:44, same thing. It ain't me, it's he who sent me. One more time. I'm a mortal man. One more time. Did you hear what he said? Didn't he say who he say he is? The Son of Man. the Son of Man. And notice, I said Sheol, because the book says Sheol. One more time. Sheol, capital S. There, Sheol. One more time. Not no hell. One more time. That is a man-made up concept. One more time. Let me say this so you can understand. A man-made one, two, three, sep. I'm gonna say one more time. Hell, Hell, is a man-made one, capital C, capital O, capital N, 1, 2, 3, sep. Concept. Sheol is capitalized because it's pure. One more time. One more time. Doesn't matter that it is where Satan dwells. It's still pure. One more time. He allowed his son to exit and create his own so that me and those others, we have a choice to a degree. We have a choice to a degree. Only to a degree. Don't get the big head to act like you running things, but to a certain degree, we are given a choice. Especially when you have knowledge. When you have knowledge. One more time. Because when you have knowledge, you must understand. One more time. 37. And whoever receives me receives not me, but him who sent me. One more time. About power. One more time. Where did he say? Let me see. Where was I at when he said power? Power. I lost when he said something about power. But anyway, it's all about gold or gold's power. And when you understand that, that's what it's all about. And you can comprehend what he's saying. And when you can't, you just look up to the heavens and ask God. And he will tell you one more time. Because you are looking up to him. So that when he looks down, he looks dead into your face and see it's you, not the back of your head, and say, what is he? He can't be talking to me because I'm up here. And one more time. Stop bowing your head. Stop paying attention. And yeah. Verse 50, salt is good. But if the salt loses its flavor, how will you season it? Down. One more time. I keep trying to tell people, black folks is good for doing what? Seasoning their food. White folks is good for doing what? Not seasoning their food. One more time. See, it's the minute details that you have to pay attention to. See, the salt of the earth. One more time. What did he say? Salt is good. But if the salt loses its taste, how do you season it? How does salt lose its taste? Can salt lose its taste? Wow. Through the nostrils. One more time. Emmanuel, to break the spell that they in. One more time. Pay attention to what he said. The Son of Man must be sacrificed over. And you must believe in me if you seeketh he who sent me. One more time. I emulate Emmanuel. I seek to teach those who seek his truth, not mine. Definitely not their truth, his truth, which is easy, but it's hard because the path of righteousness is narrow. One more time. So it's easy, but it's hard because it's narrow. One at a time. Ain't no like everybody else. I can't be like everybody else. I got to be who I am. My fulfillment of purpose Ever since I was 18, I was totally the age of 18. You against the world. Huh? You against the world. Now I sit here at 65. Still me against the world. I'm the only black man who can look at JESUS and say, Jesus, 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 Jesus. I'm the only one that can look at that book that they call the Bible and say, I don't believe in it. This is what I believe in, because this is what it called itself. One more time. One more time. In the name of my big brother, or the Ghost, begotten son, Emmanuel, Nidi Achille, Sisi, go with us. My big brother, Emmanuel, Nidi Achille, Mimi, go with me. Free your mind, and your ass will follow the kingdom of heaven with thee. Look towards heaven, and he will answer and reply to you. And understand that his begotten son, Emmanuel, is the chosen one. The feet upon his gold and head of wood of the lamb. Let them have their gold, Jesus. That's their goal. Let them have it. Because they have no problem telling you, with feet upon his gold and head of wood of the lamb, you are not allowed to enter. Because there's no reflection of you in their con 1, 2, 3 step of heaven. As always, Nini Ni Mwanzo. Woe is the beginning. In the name of she, capital S, capital H, capital I, who man Adam called son, S-U-N. In the name of the true motherland, Nigeritia, land of the gods. In the name of the true begotten son, Emmanuel, Nigri Achille Sisi, go with us. Nigri Achille Mimi, go with me. By, through, in, and of the covenant of my forefathers, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, Yago, Israel. Amani Kutoko, you peace from above. Trip, seas, trip, seas, trip, seas. Cool, calm, collected. Enjoy your 7th day. Trip seas, cool, calm, collected.